Hello, I am Dusan Vlahovic, and this is my first interview as a Beşiktaş football player.
Hi Dusan, your relationship with football started in Zemun. You were 7 years old when your mother took you to a very first training session. When you think back to that day, what is the first image that still comes to your mind?
Yeah, I would like to say that, let's say on the official training, my mom brought me, but first was my grandfather. Unfortunately, he is not with us anymore, but he brought me to the first training when I was 6, and I like it a lot. So I asked to my parents to bring me to the training. So my mother knows a couple of her friends that their sons also plays football, so she brought me with them on my first training.
You were only 15 when you started training with Partizan's first team. After watching for you just few sessions, Ivan Tomic reportedly said that you were going to become a huge player. Could 15-year-old Dusan already see that what other people were seeing in him?
Yes, I remember good. I would like to thank to him because he played a big role in my football career. And also after he left the Partizan and I left the Partizan, we are still in the contact. I speak with him sometimes, and I ask him for the opinions because it's a very intelligent person. He was unfortunately very short time with us, but I learned a lot. I don't know. I just try to enjoy football, especially back then. And it was only this on my mind, enjoying and try to make something big.
When we spoke to the Serbian people about you, one sentence came up again and again. He is our biggest star. What does it mean to you have that kind of status and affection in your own country?
If they think like this, I just say thank you, because it's very difficult to receive something like that from our people, and when they say that they think like this, it's very big. I feel very proud about that, you know. I know that they are not so happy with how we are playing with the national team. Of course, it's a very big, let's say, we are also very sorry for that. We will try our best in the future, but we are a small country with not a lot of people, and I think that we are doing our best. Of course, we will try to improve. We are doing that, but thanks again. And as I say, when your people say something like this, it makes me very proud.
At 16, you became the youngest player in Partizan's history. Did becoming professional so early take something away from your childhood, or this was simply the life you had always dreamed of?
No, I was always dreamed about that, to become a football player to my team, that is Partizan, to score a goal on a derby that I didn't achieve, and of course to score the goal to win the trophies with the club, and to play with the national team. When I was young, that was my two biggest dreams. I achieved it. I'm very happy about this, and everything that happened after that, it's just more and more. But my two dreams back then was to play for Partizan and for national team.
Partizan didn't only teach you how to become a professional footballer, it also taught you what it feels like to play in front of an incredibly passionate fan base at a very young age. Having grown up with Belgrade derbies, did that prepare you in some way for the culture that you are now stepping into at Beşiktaş?
You know what, when you're a kid in Serbia, you always watch these games. Weeks before the game, the people start to talk, you start to feel the electricity, you start to feel like excitement, and you know, I was used to it. Also, when you are in the young categories of the club, or Partizan or Red Star, also when you play derbies, I don't know, at 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, you feel
the energy, right?
Yes, the energy, and also everybody speak about this. And it's always something big when you win the derby. Also, Red Star is the very big club with a lot of fans, incredible fans, of course. It was always nice to me also in the young categories, also in the first team, to play the derbies, because in the end it's very beautiful to see how much people one game can get involved, you know. So I'm very proud that I had the opportunity to be part of it. Of course, yes, when you play against the two amazing fan base, it's always nice.
Everybody knows about your admiration for Zlatan, but you have also spoken about going to Partizan matches as a kid to watch Stevan Jovetic, even putting his number 35 of the back of your own shirt at home. Now when you see the kids in the stands wearing your name and watching you, do you ever see a little bit of yourself in them?
Yes, of course. I'm not so, let's say, conscious about this, because For me, every time when I see somebody with my shirt or somebody chanting my name, for me it's like incredible feeling. You know, I cannot understand this. It cannot arrive to my head, you know. So of course, very big pleasure to me, and every time I try my best to, I don't know, to sign the autograph, to make a photo with them, because I know how much I can make them happy, of course, because I was on that side, now I'm on the other side, so yeah.
Fiorentina against Milan, you scored twice, Zlatan scores twice, and the game ends 4-3. When you went home that night, did you have a moment where you thought, I'm not just the kid watching him anymore, now I'm sharing the same stage with him?
Yes, of course, but speak about him, it's, you know, it doesn't make any sense, because you cannot compare us because of his greatness, of what he achieved, of how he was like a player, like a presence, like a person. So of course I felt very nice. It was a moment of big pleasure to me, but I know we everyone know who Zlatan is and what he did. So this was just, let's say, lucky that day on my side, but for all of rest, I don't want to spend my words to speak about him.
You and Italiano actually worked together for only around a half season at Fiorentina, but during that spell you scored 20 goals in 24 competitive matches. What was it about his system that brought out really the best version of you?
His energy, first of all. His in the way he can speak with you, in the meaning that he can take off the best from you. Also the way he plays, he doesn't care about who is on the other side. He always wants to win. He's abnormal. He's like ambitious, really ambitious. And you know, I remember I was thinking about with myself, you know, and I say, if this guy training some club for 4th division or 5th division, and he play against best clubs in the world, he will play his game, attack against everybody. And of course, you're gonna lose some games, but in my opinion, 38 games or 36, doesn't matter. When you play in that way, I think that you have the best possibility to win in the end, because okay, you can lose 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, but the rest of them you're gonna dominate, and you have more probability to win it. Not just waiting for the opponent to make mistake and like this. One time you're gonna win, one time you're gonna lose, one time you're gonna draw. So for me, he's an incredible coach, and he is, of course, one of the main reasons that I came in this beautiful club.
Do you remember your final conversation with Italiano before leaving Fiorentina for Juventus? What did he say to you?
I don't remember so good, because it was very intense days, you know, because I had a COVID at that time. I was at home, and everything happened very quickly, because they called me. They say that they already get a deal with a Juventus, that the club agreed, and then that they are waiting for me. So it took 2 more days for me to make a deal with Juventus, and after 2 days I left. So I never had a real possibility to say hi to him or to speak with him, but in the end we are here. That is the most important thing, and we will give, of course, our best.
In 2023-24 season, you were named Serie A's best striker. Do you think that part of being a great player is having this feeling that what you have done is never quite enough?
Of course, that is never quite enough. Otherwise, you become average. Because if you think that everything is okay and that you achieved something, that's the point where people are making mistakes. Because if you are not concentrated every day 100%, if you are not hungry, if you don't have ambitions after ambitions, if you achieve, I don't know, X amount of goals, and you don't want to achieve next level and next level, also with the trophies, also with the individual prize, of course, you will never upgrade yourself as a player and as a person. So I always have objective in my head. I always trying to do my best, to give my best, and everything that I do, it's never enough for me. I am my biggest critic. I know where I'm playing good, when I'm playing bad, and nobody cannot see me. Nobody cannot say me what is the wrong or what is the right, because I know it. When I play bad, I know. When I play good, I know. So in every case, I want always more and more and more and more.
Now let's come to Beşiktaş. A lot of different possibilities were discussed around you this summer. At what exact point did Beşiktaş go from being an option to becoming the place I want to go?
Yes, I had a lot of offers this summer, and I spoke, not me personally, but let's say I spoke with a lot of clubs, but I didn't honestly like the project of anyone. So when Beşiktaş called me, first of all, coach calls me when he was on the airport to come to Istanbul. So he told me, look, I signed with Beşiktaş, if you want to come, I say to him, yes, mister, but I will take some time to make my decision. I will be patient because you never know what can happen. But after speaking with my father and speaking with my family, I understand that in this moment is the best club to me to be, you know, because I know the coach, people from the club showed their desire to bring me here. Also the ambition of the club to achieve something this season. Of course, incredible fans, people in Turkey in general, and in the end, took me 2 or 3 days to make a decision. But when I took a decision, I was very I was very sure about that I'm going to make the right decision, and that was the most important for me. So it wasn't difficult because I saw the fans, I saw the president, vice president, director, coach, how much they want me. So it wasn't
a hard one,
yes.
You chose number 28 at Beşiktaş. Is there a special story or meaning behind that number?
Not so special. This was my first number when I arrived in Fiorentina. And I chose it first of all because Cristiano Ronaldo's first number was 28 when he started in Sporting Lisbon. But also it's my date birth. I am born on 28th of January, and of my mother's birth that she's born on 28th of August. So that was like this, and I say, okay, if it's free, I'm gonna take it.
For a striker, there is something very special about hearing an entire stadium chant your name for the first time. Yesterday, you had experienced the Beşiktaş supporters from the stands for the first time. They shouted your name, and you even led the crowd in a chant. What was going through your mind at that moment?
I just want to say thank you to them. I don't want to speak a lot. I know why I came here, and I will try and I will do my best to show them on the pitch what I can do, hopefully to score a lot of goals and to win the titles. So I will try to make pitch talk. So that's the only thing. I'm really grateful for how they make me feel since airport, yesterday in the stadium, hopefully tonight also when I will be on the pitch. So really crazy atmosphere, crazy fans in the positive way, and I'm really thankful. I just have a billion times to say thank you to them.
You've actually been coming to Turkey on holiday, especially during the summer, for quite some time. You told us a great story about Ibrahim, a hotel employee you met around a year ago. You even showed us the messages between you. Can you tell the story here as well?
So when we was there, it was Ibrahim, this guy who helped us about the reservation, about the things like this. And after, when we get a little bit in the confidence, he started to tell me that he's a big Beşiktaş fan, that he lives in Istanbul. He started to show me the photo. And I was telling him I'm at Juventus, I'm not thinking
not right now,
that far, yeah. But he was Beşiktaş. I say, okay, Ibra, easy. So nothing, I went home, and he has my number because of the things that...
during the reservation?
Yes, for the reservation and for all these things. So he continued to write me also after vacation. Every 2-3 days he calls me. Of course, I didn't respond every time because it was really a lot, you know. But he was writing to me, come to Beşiktaş, I will wait for you in Istanbul, I'm here, come, all year. And he has also a number of my friend. So my friend spoke a little bit often with him, and he told me, my friend Ibra, he's crazy, he speak me about Beşiktaş every day. And when I arrived here, we called him together, so hopefully we're gonna see him
now
in the stadium.
His dreams come true, right?
Yes.
And finally, is there a message you would like to give directly to the Beşiktaş supporters?
Beşiktaş supporters, just be with us. We will give our best and we will try our best to bring the title in our stadium. See you soon and big hug.